T-minus 20 seconds.
Stage 2 tanks pressing.
3, 2, 1.
It'd be so exciting to wake up in the morning and think that that's what's happening.
In a world where space was once the exclusive domain of governments, SpaceX dared to change the rules. Founded by Elon Musk in 2002, this private company started small. But with a vision so audacious, it could reshape humanity's future. SpaceX turned bold ideas into reality. Reusable rockets, affordable launches, and the dream of colonizing other planets. From the Falcon rockets proving private spaceflight is possible, to Starship designed for interplanetary travel. Each launch pushes the boundaries of human exploration. Mars is not just a dream, it's a target, and SpaceX is determined to reach it. Every test, every milestone, and every lesson learned brings humanity closer to a multi-planetary future. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to follow this incredible journey beyond Earth. In a universe where space was once the exclusive domain of governments, one company dared to redefine the rules. SpaceX, founded by Elon Musk in 2002, started as a small private venture, with a vision so audacious it could reshape humanity's destiny. While the world saw space as distant, expensive, and impossible for individuals, SpaceX believed in the extraordinary. Reusable rockets, affordable launches, and the dream of colonizing other planets. Through relentless innovation, calculated risks, and fearless ambition, SpaceX turned setbacks into lessons and failures into stepping stones. Falcon rockets demonstrated that private engineering could not just match, but sometimes surpass, government programs. Starship, their most ambitious creation, is a spacecraft built for interplanetary travel, designed to carry massive cargo and dozens of passengers to destinations beyond Earth. Each launch, each test, brings humanity closer to a multi-planetary future. The story of SpaceX is more than engineering. It's about vision, courage, and the unyielding desire to explore the unknown. Mars is not a dream, it is a target, a challenge that SpaceX is determined to conquer. Every success, every innovation, every launch adds a new chapter to human history, proving that the stars are within reach for those bold enough to pursue them. Before we dive deeper into SpaceX's incredible journey, breakthroughs, and ambitions, subscribe and hit the bell icon to join the ride as we explore how this company is rewriting the future of space travel. The birth of private spaceflight. SpaceX was founded with a singular vision: to make space accessible to private enterprise and eventually humans. Elon Musk, frustrated by the high cost of rockets and the slow pace of government space programs, aimed to revolutionize the industry. In 2002, SpaceX started small, just a handful of engineers working out of a modest facility. Early projects, including the Falcon one, faced numerous failures. Rockets exploded on launch pads, budgets ran tight, and skeptics doubted the company's potential. But these failures were invaluable lessons, shaping the design philosophies and risk management strategies that would later lead to global success. By 2008, after multiple failed attempts, the Falcon 1 successfully reached orbit, becoming the first privately developed liquid-fueled rocket to do so. This milestone marked the beginning of private spaceflight as a viable alternative to state-run programs. It demonstrated that small teams with bold ideas could achieve what many thought was impossible. Falcon rockets, from Falcon 1 to Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. Falcon rockets are the backbone of SpaceX's success. Falcon 1, though small, proved that private launch vehicles could reach orbit. Falcon 9, its successor, introduced reusability, radically cutting launch costs. Vertical landing technology allowed boosters to return safely, a feat once considered science fiction. Falcon Heavy, the most powerful operational rocket today, can lift over 63,800 kilograms into orbit unmatched by any other private vehicle. These rockets have not only launched satellites and cargo, but also transported humans to the International Space Station, proving that private companies could play a pivotal role in human spaceflight. The Falcon series also showcased SpaceX's iterative engineering approach. Each launch, even failures, was used to refine designs. Testing was conducted openly, often with the world watching, creating transparency and public excitement around private space innovation. Reusability, redefining rocket economics. One of SpaceX's most revolutionary contributions is reusability. Traditional rockets are expendable, a single-use asset that costs hundreds of millions per launch. SpaceX challenged this by designing rockets capable of landing vertically and flying again. Falcon 9's first successful booster landing in 2015 proved this was not just possible, but economically transformative. Reusability drastically reduced launch costs, making space missions more frequent and sustainable. This innovation also paved the way for more ambitious projects. A fully reusable Starship could theoretically carry hundreds of tons to orbit and beyond, enabling missions to Mars that were previously considered financially unfeasible. In essence, SpaceX didn't just build rockets, it built a system that could support long-term human expansion into space. Starship, humanity's interplanetary ship. Starship is SpaceX's crown jewel. Designed as a fully reusable spacecraft, it represents humanity's first true interplanetary vehicle. Capable of carrying over 100 tons of cargo or dozens of passengers, Starship is central to Musk's vision of colonizing Mars. Unlike Falcon rockets, Starship is engineered for deep space travel, from lunar landings to Mars missions. Every element of Starship, from its stainless steel construction to the powerful Raptor engines, is designed for efficiency, durability, and versatility. Stainless steel allows the spacecraft to survive extreme temperatures and simplifies construction costs. The Raptor engines, using methane and liquid oxygen, are more efficient than traditional rocket engines and can potentially utilize Martian resources for refueling. Starship's development has been marked by bold testing and spectacular failures. Each test flight, even explosions, provides critical data, accelerating learning and innovation. SpaceX's philosophy embraces failure as a tool for progress, which is why Starship continues to evolve rapidly. SpaceX revolutionized space travel with reusable rockets and innovative technology. Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy proved that private companies can safely transport cargo and astronauts to orbit. Starship, designed for interplanetary missions, will carry large crews and massive cargo to the Moon and Mars. Every test, every launch, even failures, teaches valuable lessons and pushes humanity closer to a multi-planetary future. Alongside Starship, Starlink satellites provide global internet and funding, supporting SpaceX's ambitious vision of life beyond Earth. Mars. The ultimate goal, SpaceX's ultimate ambition, is Mars colonization. Musk envisions a self-sustaining city on Mars, capable of supporting millions. Starship is the transport vehicle. Habitats, in-situ resource utilization, and life support systems form the infrastructure. The plan includes using Martian water to produce fuel, constructing habitats with local materials, and developing technologies to support human life in harsh conditions. Mars represents more than exploration, it is insurance for humanity. By creating a multi-planetary civilization, SpaceX aims to ensure human survival in the event of planetary catastrophes. This vision motivates every launch, every test, and every innovation. While SpaceX is private, collaboration with NASA has been crucial. Programs like the Commercial Crew Program enabled SpaceX to transport astronauts to the ISS, marking the first time a private company conducted human spaceflight. This partnership demonstrates a new model for space exploration, one where private innovation and government oversight coexist to advance humanity's reach into space. Technological innovations beyond rockets. Beyond rockets, SpaceX has developed numerous technologies: advanced heat shields, autonomous landing software, high-efficiency engines, and satellite deployment systems. The Starlink project, a constellation of low-orbit satellites, showcases SpaceX's broader ambition, not just to explore space, but to connect the world from orbit. Starlink revenue also supports SpaceX's Mars ambitions, creating a sustainable financial ecosystem for interplanetary exploration. SpaceX's journey has not been without controversy. Regulatory hurdles, public criticism, and environmental concerns have accompanied each ambitious project. Test explosions, delays, and setbacks are common. Yet these challenges highlight the high-risk, high-reward nature of space innovation. Every failure is a stepping stone, driving improvements that inch humanity closer to the stars. Starship testing and launch evolution. Starship's development has been a saga of ambition, trial, and visible progress. From early prototypes to high-altitude test flights, SpaceX has embraced iterative engineering. In the public eye, explosions, landings, and redesigns are not setbacks, They are stepping stones toward mastery. Each test validates engineering concepts, from Raptor engine performance to heat shield durability. High-altitude flights demonstrated Starship's aerodynamic control and landing capabilities, critical for both lunar and Martian missions. The recent advancements in booster separation, fuel management, and landing precision show that SpaceX is moving closer to a fully operational interplanetary spacecraft. The lessons learned from repeated testing accelerate the timeline for Mars colonization, proving that rapid iteration, even when spectacularly dramatic, can produce unprecedented results in aerospace engineering. The Starship launch strategy. Launching. Starship is not just about raw power, it's about precision and timing. SpaceX has pioneered integrated launch systems where boosters, spacecraft, and ground operations synchronize perfectly. The strategy includes launching multiple Starships in succession, coordinating orbital insertions, and ensuring safe payload delivery. These launches are designed to support not only scientific missions, but also Mars colonization, lunar exploration, and interplanetary cargo transport. SpaceX's approach emphasizes safety, efficiency, and scalability, making Starship not just a rocket, but the backbone of humanity's interplanetary expansion. Interplanetary missions and Mars logistics. Colonizing Mars requires more than a single flight. SpaceX plans phased missions. Cargo flights first, delivering habitats, solar panels, water extractors, and fuel production equipment. Subsequent missions will carry humans, gradually building a self-sustaining colony. Starship's massive payload capacity is critical here. By transporting hundreds of tons per mission, SpaceX can deploy infrastructure faster than ever imagined. Plans also include using in-situ resources on Mars, producing methane and oxygen for fuel, and creating closed-loop life support systems to sustain humans in extreme conditions. This logistical planning represents one of the most ambitious interplanetary strategies ever conceived. While rockets grab headlines, SpaceX's Starlink satellite constellation is a cornerstone for funding its interplanetary ambitions. Thousands of low-orbit satellites provide global internet connectivity, generating revenue to support Starship development and Mars missions. Starlink also serves as a technological testbed, advancing satellite networking, orbital deployment techniques, and global communications infrastructure. By blending commercial success with exploration, SpaceX has created a sustainable financial ecosystem for humanity's leap into space. Global influence and private space industry. SpaceX has fundamentally changed the global space industry. Traditional aerospace giants and new private ventures now operate in a more competitive and innovative environment. Falcon rockets, reusable boosters, Starship development, and commercial partnerships set new standards for speed, cost efficiency, and technological sophistication. Countries and companies are adapting, inspired by SpaceX's success. International space agencies now collaborate more with private companies, opening doors to faster innovation and more ambitious missions. SpaceX has not only launched rockets, it has launched an era where private enterprise drives human expansion into space. Even with breakthroughs, SpaceX faces immense challenges. Starship must achieve full reliability, Mars habitats must be sustainable, and human missions will require solving extreme environmental and psychological issues. Regulatory approvals, interplanetary logistics, and the harsh realities of space travel all present significant hurdles. Yet SpaceX's history shows a pattern. Where others see impossible obstacles, SpaceX sees opportunities to innovate. Each challenge pushes the company to evolve, iterate, and improve faster than anyone thought possible. The future of private space. Exploration. The next decade promises an unprecedented acceleration of space activities. SpaceX is leading private efforts to establish a permanent human presence on Mars, develop lunar infrastructure for science and industry, expand interplanetary cargo and transport systems, support global communications and scientific research via Starlink. By combining audacious goals with practical engineering, SpaceX is creating a roadmap for humanity to not just explore, but live beyond Earth. At its core, SpaceX represents humanity's drive to explore, innovate, and survive. It challenges old paradigms, proves private ambition can rival governments, and demonstrates that a single company can inspire global transformation. Starship, Mars ambitions, and Starlink are all pieces of a vision that extends beyond profit, beyond Earth, and into the stars. This is more than rockets. It's a philosophy. Dream big, fail fast, iterate relentlessly, and push the boundaries of what's possible. Outro. The story of SpaceX is far from finished. From private spaceflight breakthroughs to Starship's interplanetary missions and Mars colonization, we are witnessing history unfold before our eyes, and you can be part of this journey. Subscribe now, hit the bell icon, and stay connected as we track every launch, every test, and every milestone. The future of humanity in space is being written today. Don't miss a single chapter. From Earth to the Red Planet, SpaceX is taking us beyond the stars, and the ride has only just begun. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to join the ride as we explore how this company is rewriting the future of space travel. The story of SpaceX is far from finished. From private spaceflight breakthroughs to Starship's interplanetary missions and Mars colonization, we are witnessing history unfold before our eyes, and you can be part of this journey. Subscribe now, hit the bell icon, and stay connected as we track every launch, every test, and every milestone. The future of humanity in space is being written today. Don't miss a single chapter. From Earth to the Red Planet, SpaceX is taking us beyond the stars, and the ride has only just begun. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to join the ride as we explore how this company is rewriting the future of space travel.